Welcome to
Welcome to
Paradise.
Take one so far.
Take one.
Take two. It's the second time playing it. You want me to start or you? Okay.
Sudden fear has left me trembling, 'cause now it seems that I am out here on my own, and I'm feeling so alone.
When the other people are as talented as Max and Olivia are, it's a blast, whether we're just, practicing or whether we're up on stage. It's fun all the time.
Like, we all kind of share the same music brain, because I feel like that's hard to find sometimes. It's like finding those people with the same passion as you.
Welcome to paradise.
This is me and my best friend Jacob. Say hi, Jacob.
Hi.
Today we're playing music.
Yep.
And this is my other best friend Max. We're doing
what's up,
an
Max?
interview.
What's going on? Oh.
Max, what genre would you say your music is?
Like pop punk and like psychedelic. That's what we try to go for.
Yeah.
I would say.
The band formed in around I think fall of 2022.
I've always wanted to start a band. I went to my first show at the Shredder, and I watched them, and I was like, that is so cool, I want to do that. And then like a couple years later, I met Max.
I'd known Olivia through school. We took a broadcasting class together, and she knew Max from working at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, dude, we should start a band. And he was like, yeah, sure, like I play the drums. And I was like, oh, really? And I was like, well, I can kind of play guitar. And so I went over to his house, and then I was like, this sucks because none of us know music theory. Like, I only know like 3 chords on the guitar. And I was like, who knows guitar though? Jacob.
And so she thought, hey, these two people are pretty good at music, let's have them meet.
So I called Jacob right then and there, like put him on speakerphone, and I was like, Jacob, do you want to be in a band? And he's like, sure. So then the very next day, I introduced them, and they got along so well.
We jammed a little bit, and then the rest is history,
Sure.
That's the singing stick. So if you have to sing everything.
Warm.
Oh, warm.
Sucker.
Hello, Max. Ooh, yeah, Max. Ooh.
Alright, you're done.
What I like about Max's drumming is that I like that he's really good at just spontaneously playing, and that he just has all sorts of things, and I like how much energy he puts into it, and just how spunky it is, and how fast he is. It's like watching him, or he gets really into it, just watching him go. Super fun to watch him.
Max's drumming, he's honestly such an amazing drummer to play with. From the very first time I ever played with him, I felt just this instant sort of connection. We were just totally in sync. Something about what makes his drumming so good, I think, is that it's very precise and it's very practiced, but it's also very raw, It's very wild, and it just sets the perfect sort of mood for our songs. And honestly, I could not imagine having a different drummer.
I have no idea. Sell it for like $2 million.
Jacob's middle nut.
Oh.
Explain the ball one more time.
Okay.
So this is Jacob's testicular ball. You want to get a up close shot real quick.
It was.
Got it.
Did you get me in the back?
So we had to do like a.
We
had to do
quick
it.
on the spot, so
Yeah.
We had to rip it out.
During a show.
So yeah.
It was
live.
Yeah, it was a little awkward. We had a veterinarian in the audience, so they grabbed the scalpel, got the job done for us. Anyways.
Olivia's singing is amazing. She's able to hit notes that I could never dream of hitting.
I think it's pretty cool, honestly. I don't really have a lot of complaints. I think her vocal range is really good for the type of music that we want to make. And I have had no complaints about her vocals so far.
I think my favorite thing about Olivia's voice is that she can have sort of this very somber, like you sort of hear in this song, very somber, sort of sad, contemplative voice, but it's very, very light. But she can also turn up the rage, and she can just scream, and she can have these completely raw vocals that are totally just like, they're just so cool, like they make the songs, I think. This is here. Are you filming right now?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna show you how we get our fucking crisp sound. For distortion, we use this Green Day Dookie Drive pedal. And I really don't ever use it except for in this context, because this is the only amp that I ever use that can even process effects pedals. One is the other one that we use a lot. This is the delay pedal. We have it set to where it's gonna basically just reverb a lot, and it's gonna sound a little bit like a wah pedal because it's on this little sweep setting. And that's really all we use for most of the stuff. We have the heavy distortion and ultra chorus, but we don't use them a whole lot because they're kind of cheap and they don't sound that great.
Jacob's guitar playing, I really like his guitar playing. It's very good. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I don't know what notes I want to hear, and I just have to sing them. Like, Jacob, I want to sound like this, like dun, dun, dun. And he's like, oh, like this? And he plays it perfectly, if not better. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. And he just kind of knows what will sound good. And he really compliments Max's drumming, and he can make me sound a little bit better than I am.
I think Jacob's guitar playing is really amazing because we kind of have a very similar music taste. We both got really into pop punk. He got into Green Day, I got into Blink-182. Those are like kind of two really big names. And since we both kind of got into that, we kind of knew how to improvise with each other a little bit, that kind of thing, which is why I really like Jacob as a guitar player, because I don't think I'd be able to, mesh my drums with any other person's guitar playing as well.
That was so good! You think you sound like Green Day. I was trying to hit the pedal while I did that. I can't believe I soloed this.
That's what I'm going to do with these for each take. And I just didn't, since I don't care about appearances. That one I'm going to have close to... And then go ahead and just play for a minute. Oh, that'll be nice.
Circles, I wrote that song, I just wrote the chorus of it one night, and I was upset, and the original chorus is actually a lot slower because I played on the acoustic, and it's a lot slower, and it's not as poppy and not as punky.
It's a very cathartic song, I think. There's a lot of rage and also a lot of kind of sadness in it a little bit,
It's about kind of just being in your own head and kind of the first all the possibilities running through my brain. I lack creativity until I turn insane. I feel like I can't write lyrics unless there's something going on. I need something to write about. just kind of like being in your own head and being upset over things, and it's like there's no end. You just kind of have to deal with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so my one line, it was, and now all your wrongs are staying on display. Honestly, that line came to me at like 3 in the morning when I was feeling really depressed. I don't know exactly what I meant by it, but I was like, this is amazing and I'm gonna save it for the perfect song. And I found the perfect song for it, so I used it, and Olivia thought it was great, and Jacob kind of thought it was okay, so we kept it. So yeah.
As it always is, my temptation wins, 'cause I'm cursing at my name. Not the name, because I need to take a breath to get ready for that.
Okay.
Cursing at my name.
Can you do one where it's just like super like like with all the breath you have left?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
it's like
okay.
cursing at my name, and then just really
Yeah.
As it always is, my temptation wins. I'm cursing at my name. Temptation wins, and I'm cursing at my name. Like that? That sound good. I don't like it.
My favorite part about the band, honestly, we've played 2 shows before, one at Centennial High School and one at the Hive. Both were amazing. I had a lot of fun with both of those. That's probably my favorite part, just being able to show my music to other people.
My favorite part about the band, I think, is just getting to play music with these specific people, you know, because I've been playing music for a while, but it's mostly just been, you know, by myself, and it's nowhere near as fun when you're just by yourself. When you're playing with other people, and especially when the other people are as talented as Max and Olivia are, it's a blast, whether we're just, you know, practicing or whether we're up on stage. It's fun all the time.
I like that, like, we all kind of share the same music brain, because I feel like that's hard to find sometimes. It's like finding those people with the same passion as you, and who are just like willing to dedicate as much time and effort as they do. And I like that, like, when we're not talking music, we can talk about everything else. Like, I will go to the boys for advice on something, or if I want to tell them a story, or like if something good happened today, like I will go tell them, because they're my best friends, you know?